Hi, everyone. You may know me as Dr. Andrew Michaels, but in reality, my name is Michael Weil, and I run this channel, Terra de Weo. And for a long time, I've been harboring a secret. I don't know exactly how to speak of it because no matter what I say, no matter what I do, it's going to have the feeling that I'm playing for views or, just trying to get everybody's sympathy on a subject. There's something, well, let me just show you a photo. Look at this photo right here. That's the Last Supper. That's a Renaissance depiction of Jesus and the apostles in the Last Supper. Yeah. It's very realistic, isn't it? Well, the secret I've been harboring for a long time, for years even, is that I carved that. I carved that Last Supper out of one bar of soap. That's right. I've been carving soap since I was a child. And you might, well, why are you, funny about it? Well, carving soap in ASMR videos is kind of popular right now, and I don't want to be one of those people that just jumps on the bandwagon and tries to shoot for some cheap free views, like doing a banana video or anything like that. And I've done a banana video, so you could say that I'm not being serious right now, but I am. I'm being dead serious. I am. I started carving soap as a young boy. What started me was I saw a Woody Allen movie where he was a career criminal, and he carved a gun, a handgun, out of a bar of soap, not much bigger than this, and he got a guard to let him out. Well, when he got to the last gate at the prison, it started to rain, and the bar of soap foamed in his hand. And of course, the guard knew the jig was up, and they put him back in prison. Ever since I saw that film, I would go to my mother at the grocery store. We had a Value King back then, Value King grocery store, and I used to tell my mother, please buy just a couple extra bars of soap, let me practice. And back then I didn't have the tools I have now. Well, before we go there, let me just show you my Last Supper. Of course, I don't have that because it's in a museum in Milan, Italy right now, on tour. But here's a shell that I made. And this shell is made out of a single piece of soap. I carved that for my wife's 25th wedding anniversary. You can see it up close here. And I have a nice 2-camera shot here where you can see all of these items close up. Now, here is a item that I'm very proud of. This was for my wife's 15th wedding anniversary. I carved this out of one huge block of soap that I got from the manufacturer. Do you like it? I thought you would. I'm very proud of this. And, soap was my life, but I also branched into other mediums. This piece is very precious to me. This is a petrified rhinoceros dung. And I carved this nativity scene out of a single piece of rhinoceros dung. It's very similar to soap. Do you like it? There's little baby Jesus there. There's little baby Jesus and Mama Jesus and Daddy Jesus. And I think that's their names. And there's an angel. The angel was tough. You had to get in there and carve all the dung out. And it was petrified on the outside. Very hard. but the rhinoceros dung is actually flammable, so you had to watch it didn't cause any sparks while I was digging the dung out to get back in there to the angel. And it smelled very ripe, and it was very flammable, so it was a little dangerous. And yeah, but it works just like soap. It really does. It's wonderful. It means a lot to me. So those are just a few of the pieces that I've done. And as I got older, I quit using a Swiss Army knife. You've seen Swiss Army knives and those kind of tools in soap carving demonstrations. And I prefer to use a razor knife. A razor works much better and also gives you a lot of varied ends to carve with. In this case, we have this very sharp, curved blade. And just to get started on our Last Supper carving that we're going to do today, we are going to have to carve away some of the, the bigger areas. So we're going to use this blade right here, if I can get it out. And we'll just put this curved blade in its place. There's a nice magnet there to keep all the blades safely secured. Now, I had to say that. I had to say the word safe. When it comes to knives of any size or shape, any kind of knives, it's important to always think of safety first. Safety first is of the utmost importance, and you should always get your blade out, close the lid, and put your blades off to the side so that they are safely out of the reach of a child. And I also put down plastic because soap leaves a residue everywhere. So I put down a nice piece of plastic. I'm a professional soap carver, and I've been doing this for years. Now, I'll admit right here and now that I did the banana video earlier this year for Quick Grab It views, and I have done other videos for Quick Grab for views, but not this. No. When I'm working with Purex, it's serious. Okay. And it means something to me. And I don't think I've told you really how I feel about soap. How much it means to me to smell it as you're carving it, the detergents, the smells, the odors, the flavors of the soap. It just brings something to the table. When you're carving wood, you get the smell of wood, and it is quite extraordinary. But there's nothing like soap in it, and it's so calming how the soap just flakes away. When you come out to people and you explain to them something that's important to you like this, you don't want to make it sound silly. You want it to be serious. And I want you to know that all of you have been so good to me over the years with your views, your likes and shares, your subscriptions, that I'm very honored to call all of you my friends. And love is a two-way street. It is. And I want to share my love, my deepest love for soap carving with all of you. And I'm going to carve this Last Supper out of a single bar of soap. I am. A museum piece And once this exact Last Supper that I'm using in this video is done, I'm going to auction it off for charity, and I'm going to raise money for underprivileged children. Yeah. In America. In the world. I am. So, this is the bar. It's just a typical bar you can get at the grocery store. And one thing, talking about safety, beer, alcohol, and soap carving do not mix. Not stowing your tools properly when not in use. It's not safe. It's not okay. And I've seen a lot of guys carving the soap, and I'll get into that, and they're doing it all wrong. They're doing it all wrong, and I'm here to set the record straight, and I hope I don't make any enemies doing that. Now, one thing that's very important is removing the soap gingerly, very gingerly from the packaging, and there's a reason for that. You do not want to damage the soap because it can fly out of your hands, and then you have to bend over and you have to pick up the soap, and you don't ever want to bend over and pick up the soap. Even in your own home, you never know who's watching. It's a sunny day out. It's a sunny day, so you don't know who's looking in the window. Might see you when you bend over to pick up the soap. So never drop the soap. If you never drop it, then you don't have to bend over and pick up the soap. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So these are safety things. And the reason I bring these safety things up is I see a lot of ASM artists out there just grabbing a bar of soap, grabbing a knife, and they start to just cut away at the soap, at the bar. This is what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that cake. That's a cake of soap. You just want to bite a big chunk out of it. Oh, it's so strong and fragrant. It's beautiful. In the back is a palette, a blank canvas for me to draw on, sculpt. And the front has the label, the way they've been doing it since the beginning of time. Vels Naphtha soap. It's the best. Really, it is the best for carving. I can carve a Mona Lisa out of a Phelps Naphtha soap, and you couldn't tell from a distance if it was the real Mona Lisa or a fake Mona Lisa. So we got a little 2-camera shot here, and I hope I can get up close here. Yeah, and I want to explain this now. I'm left-handed. Most people who do soap carving demonstrations are right-handed, and I see them with the soap in the left hand and the knife in the right hand. I already broke my own safety rule. The knife is in the wrong hand. See, that was a trick. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to switch those. Okay, so we put the soap in the right hand and the knife in the left hand. You always want to cut away as you're carving. Now, what I see is they're using too long a blade. You don't want to use too long a blade. The blade should never be longer than your finger thickness when you put it up against the bar of soap. So this is a violation of that rule. That way, if you ever penetrate the soap, you won't stab through your finger. It'll stop at the edge of the bar of soap. So you should always use a knife that's just as thick as the bar of soap to protect your fingers, because you are holding it. And you don't want to ever put your fingers on the end of the soap. See how you do that? And these guys, I see them all the time. They're holding the soap and their hand is right here. And where's the knife going? Right into their fingers. And the reason I use gloves are you don't want the soap on your fingers where it'll get slick. You want to have gloves on to protect your hands so that they're not slippery. If your hands start getting slippery, change the gloves. Okay? So these are safety rules to live by and survive by. Because I've been in situations where, you go to carve the soap and you have too long a blade like this, and you can get hurt. You can really get harmed. You really can. And one time I even, accidentally stabbed myself in the wrist carving a bar of soap, and I bled like a stuffed pig. I'm telling you, very dangerous. Soap carving is not for amateurs. You need to be a professional. You need to be professional about it. And you need to take care of safety first. Safety first is most important. Okay? Now I think we're done fooling around. And like I said, look, this is an example of, like I was telling you, the fingers here. And everybody keeps doing that. And I keep thinking, you're going to cut the tip of the guy's finger off. You're just going to do it. And I didn't even tell you about the worst part. A lot of times they'll put their thumb right here. And they're going to cut their thumb on that same knife, cutting this way. They're going to take that soap and they're just going to come right up in there and they're going to jam it in there. Oh, ow, ow. Oh my goodness. Oh, that hurt really bad. Oh my God. Oh, that's not so good. Oh. See, that's what I was telling you about. I've been trying to tell you this whole time. You can't take that knife and slide it up there when you're carving the soap into your wrist like that. You're going to end up stabbing yourself. Oh. And it really hurts. Oh, God, does it hurt like a motherfucker. I think I might need stitches in there. Oh, boy, that really hurts. No, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to get my wife, and she's gonna have to call 911. And I'm gonna have to get get that taken care of right away. Okay, this is not the way to be a professional soap carver. I hope if you can hear this video, if you can see this video, let my kids know that daddy loves them. This is really deep. I think it went I think it caught an artery. It sure looks like it. And just let them know that daddy loves them very much. And there's really no reason to panic. Everything's fine. I think we're going to be just fine. Everything's going to be fine. I just got to catch my breath here. I'm going to try and put my knife away, but I only got one hand, so I don't think it's going to work. This is definitely not the way to carve soap. Don't do this at home, okay? All right. I feel like I'm going to pass out. So anyway, where you been? I'm trying to do this and I can't see anymore. I think I'm down a pint or two. What happened? Can you get me some help here? Yeah, call 911. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. It just kind of went everywhere. I don't want to throw up. I hate the sight of blood, but oh my God. I can't get the bleeding to stop. Maybe we can get me a tourniquet. That might work better if I had my belt out of my pants. Get my belt out of my pants. Wow. I can't see anymore. Are you there? I think I'm going blind. Oh my God. Is it running down my arm? Oh, the shirt is ruined. What do you do to get blood out? Oh, that doesn't look so good. That wasn't good at all. I don't think that was supposed to happen right there. Oh. So that's pretty much gonna do it for my soap demonstration today. I've got to go get some help, and I'm on blood thinners and high blood pressure medication, so my blood's a little thin, and boy is it running out. And I really need some help here. So listen, always obey the safety rules. Brush your teeth 3 times a day, and always listen to your mother. She's always right. Okay, this is Mike Weil from Darguelo thing signing off. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.